everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Yeah, once I get the notification here. Yeah, that's it. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. I know it's been a long time. Yes. Please help me to share, call on people, and let's just have a dialogue. I've missed a lot of my friends, my fans. I've missed you all. And I know a lot of you that have come into my inbox to ask after me. I really appreciate. Omolade Fakunle Akitunde, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate. Please help me to share. And we all can learn one or two things about our health here. Yes, I was a bit careless with my health. I was overworking myself, and unfortunately, I fell ill. In fact, I'm still to go back to work. Well, thank God this weekend I can say I went to church. I'm happy. I give God the glory. It has been good. You know, it just started just like play. About 3 weeks ago, I slept and I just woke up. You're all welcome to this platform. You're on Prevailing Issues with Ajoke, and your host is Ajoke. I'm not going to be able to shout too much today because I'm not really that fine, but I'm okay. So I slept and just in the middle of the night, and I had a very important meeting on the Monday. It was on a Sunday. I had a very important meeting. You see, this life, the line between life and death is so thin. You will see somebody 1 minute, and the next minute they will tell you the person is gone. You're all welcome, Eshigoni. They will tell you the person is gone. You'll be like, what? The person I just saw. On that Sunday, I think I had a chat in the afternoon, a short one. So, because I was thinking of that meeting, I had a tribunal to go on Monday morning. So all my mind was just to study some of the legislations I'm going to use and a lot of things that I was supposed to look into that very night. And I was thinking, Magboru, that I will not sleep. Do you understand? Because of the meeting I was going to go for on that Monday. The Monday was supposed to be a very busy Monday for me. And, I just went to bed. I said, let me sleep a little bit. And then I'll wake up and start reading and all that. And before you know it, in the middle of the night, I had to call my husband. Please, wake up. I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. My breath was gone. And I was gasping. I was actually fighting for my life. So when things like this happen, and I was immediately rushed, we called ambulance. Ambulance came, took me away. In fact, when they checked, because they used something for me, for my heart, so just to give me to suppress the pain that I was having. And that thing made my blood sugar level to go down drastically. And it was about they said it was like 2 points or something. It was that bad. I couldn't walk because they said I was going to faint. So I was taken to the A&E. I was there for days. And so I just want us to know that when we see ourselves like this, and we all joke, we play, we do all sort of things, but our health is very paramount. We just have to be very careful of what we eat, our lifestyle, how we are walking. If we are the type that overwork, I do overwork. I know myself that I do overwork myself. But then when you look at it, what is in life if you cannot give all that you can give? But to me, I've learned a lesson. And then in the hospital, they even asked, do we have aspirin? When they came, they were asking, everybody above 40, please do have an aspirin in the house. It's for blood clotting. They said it's very good. As we grow older, a lot of things do happen to us. Immediately, it was the aspirin they gave me. They brought it from, the paramedics brought it, so they gave it to me. So it was aspirin. They said aspirin is the lifesaver. Please If you're over 40, have aspirin at home, always use it daily. They said it's very, very good for blood clotting. So that is for that. I'm yet to resume work because I'm fully not back on my feet. But I thank God that today I was able to go to church. I was able to go and thank God because this Ajoke will live for a very long time. Yes, to declare the glory of God in my life and the lives of my children and my whole household. So we thank God that you are not there mourning me, using my best picture for obituary. I thank God. I really give God the glory. Gbogbo kò síbi tí ó sí ara ń fẹ́ sinmi. We need to, check ourselves. Always medically check yourselves. That is that. So a lot of things, because of the fact that I've been, like I said, I've been off social media. We've seen a lot of things going on. And luckily today in church, because I said I was not going to, because when I talk a little, I get tired, So I said, okay. So in church today, we got to church and they were talking about domestic violence as a topic for discussion, for discussion, I think church discussion, what do you call that one that they do before church? So we got there late and they were talking about it. And that brings me to May Edotchie and Yull Edotchie's story. And most women going through domestic violence. It's unfortunate that we have not gone past this attitude of us not appreciating women's life. Yes, I'm going to say women here because this is May Edotchie's story now. We know who Yull Edotchie is. That's Baba Edotchie. Things fall apart. That actor. That is the dad. They've got a very brilliant family. The dad is married to only his mother. Beautiful background. That's why I do say it's not about the background that you are from. Some of these young guys, they get their attitudes, their behaviors from where you cannot even you cannot even pinpoint. Now, this guy started humbly with his wife, May Edotchie. They started their lives together, built a home together, had 4 children together, and they've been doing brilliantly well. Just this year, we all knew how the whole story of Edotchie, Yull Edotchie, came onto social media, where he publicly brought out the second wife he said he wanted to marry, who happens to be Judy Austin, who is an actress, a co-actor like himself. They started all their madness on social media. It's been about 2 years now, let's say. I think it was Gist Lover that was giving out some gist about something is going on in May and Yull Edotchie's family, that there is a third person involved in this marriage who happens to be an actress, but we didn't know who this third person was. So all of a sudden, their story came out. Long and short of it, he came out and declared that that is the second wife that he has gone to marry her traditionally in their village. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. This is a woman in your home that you have cheated on your wife for a long time, that she got to know through social media, that you have a child together, and then you're married to this person outside your marriage. Unfortunately, in Yoruba they say Oti Oloro Mandi. May did not get any hint of what was going on before, so she didn't know that her husband was already, a polygamist, so to say, legitimately, as per norm. Onokpemikpo, you're welcome. As per the norms of our society. So, they now came out boldly, showcasing themselves, not even minding the fact that, look, there is a woman in my life, I've cheated on her, and it will go a long way for me to get things back to normal for that home. because no matter what, it's blood that is flowing in everybody's body, veins. Just like Yull himself, if it were to be him, how would he have felt seeing his wife going that dimension? But he didn't mind. Neither did the lady, the May Edotchie herself. Sorry, not May. Judy Austin herself. They came out romancing on social media, making it look as if nobody can hold us back. We all know that sometimes once you find your happiness somewhere, there are times you can't curtail your joy. There are times you want the whole world to know that, look, I'm happy where I am. But then you think about the woman in the house. This is somebody that you have started together with. You started right from when you were a child, when you guys were nobody. Do you understand? And you built yourselves to that point. He didn't mind. This, okay, 4 years I've been off sick. So this, even the family were not happy. That's the man's family, Yull's family, felt, no, this is just a big disgrace to this family. But he didn't mind. You know, when men, when they are ready to deal with you as a woman, forget about it. No matter how smart you think you are as a woman, no matter how beautiful you think you are as a woman, because when you look at May Edotchie, she is absolutely gorgeous, very quiet. Of course, we are hearing some rumor now, but I'll still call it rumor for now. But, you know, that was what really happened as at that time. Not long before we knew what was going on, they lost their first son. Just like that, they said the boy went to play football about 3 months ago, and the boy died. Everyone had thought that this will bring back that union between May Edotchie and her loving husband, at least for the sake of that child that they lost, 16-year-old boy or so. But forget about it. Before we knew what was going on, less than 1 month when this boy died, the father, who happens to be the polygamist, Yull Edotchie, came out again publicly with his second wife, what's her name again? Judy Austin. And they started their love affairs on the internet again. For us to know that there is nothing you can do, well, the child is gone, I'm married to this person too. He was celebrating this one's 1-year-old boy that she has for him. So everybody, that was how he lost out totally to fans and friends and everyone that even thought, you know, he still had some little thing on his skull. But because of that fact, you know, he really lost, he lost that from everyone. Everyone now felt, no, this is not right. He came out again and was shading the first wife. We remember that time before the son died, he had come out to publicly apologize to the wife by emotionally blackmailing her, as far as I'm concerned, by coming out to say, I'm sorry, it's what God has said to happen, I'm really sorry. And the wife had come out publicly to say, no, I don't want polygamy, that is not me. You know, but it's been like everyone has been asking, what is keeping May Edotchie in this marriage if she's not happy, if she's being abused in that marriage? But we couldn't really pinpoint if she was abused in that marriage. All we knew was that, of course, the man cheated on her. A man can cheat on you, and you might feel it's no big deal to you, so it doesn't affect you emotionally in any way. But this time around, after losing the son, they started their, this thing they now do kids. That's Oko and Yawo. That's Yull Edotchie and Judy Austin. They started skits making, like Dan Baba and his wife Aisha. So they will be doing like they are fighting. They will be everything. Everybody just felt, no, not this first class actor that we knew that was doing well. His voice, everything about him. Why just coming down like that, just like that? all because of, according to people, kayamata that they said they used for him. Me, I don't know, allegedly knew. That was kayamata that is working on him. So unfortunately, he started the skit making. They will be fighting. They will just be doing rubbish. Everybody was like, Akeloche, this guy, you of all people, he has lost it totally. So just last week, we got the information that the wife has initiated the divorce process. Divorce process has been initiated by the wife, and she has started that already. Now, immediately we saw this Yull Edotchie put an update on its Instagram and put his picture and the homebreaker, that's Judy Austin, together, and they were holding themselves, and they were saying, thank God, like, my peace has finally come. So which means this is the person I really want to be with. This is the person I've been longing to share the rest of my life with. And that is Judy Austin, as far as he is concerned, with that peace thing that he wrote there. He went on, they were driving, and he was still saying it, that he has found peace. Stella Joff, yes, it's been a long time, I've been all sick. So, that he has found peace with the new wife, and this is the person he wants to go with forever and ever. Amen. And then we got the real gist about how Yull Edotchie has been allegedly being very irresponsible in the house. According to what we heard, that it has always been May Edotchie that has been doing everything in the house, paying school fees for the children. The elder sister came out on Instagram to let everybody know that women, when you are in a domestic abuse relationship, please don't keep quiet. Don't fold your arms. Speak out and seek for help. We have been saying that, and you know it on my platform. I'm an advocate for women going through domestic violence. Emotional violence is a violence against women. Psychological abuse is a violence against women. Financial abuse is an abuse. Physical abuse is an abuse. And none is greater than the other. None is smaller than the other. Believe me, a woman that her husband has never touched for once might die younger than the one that they even beat daily. If that lady in the relationship, in this abusive, emotional abuse relationship, if she's bottling everything on her own without speaking to anybody, they are going to kill her morale totally. She loses her prestige as a woman. She loses her confidence as a woman. The man will talk you down. The man will make you feel unworthy of who you are if you cannot stand up to speak for yourself. And if you're unfortunate that you have nobody to confide in, that's why we always say, have friends. It's not as if, we do tell you that, some friends are bad and all that, but does that mean you don't have somebody you can confide in? She has been putting up with all this for a long time. She has been the one paying the school fees. She has been the one doing most of the things in the house. And this gives the man, the way of having enough to spend outside, because the wife does most of the things in the house. And because of the kind of job he does, he's an actor, so most of the time he's in locations. And when you're on locations, your wife knows that you're safe out there. So he might spend 3-4 days, 1 week out there, not knowing that he spends most of the time with the new woman. And believe me, the more you spend time with a particular person, the more you get so much attracted to that person, so much attached to that person in any relationship. Whether you are the man or the woman, the more you are with that particular person, you get so attached to yourselves. That's why most of these men in Nigeria that they go and take pepper soup with their babes, you find out that if they don't see that babe a day, their body no go. During that COVID, did you not see that most of them nearly died? Because they've been used to going out to see that particular person, to talk to them most of the time, to spend time with them. Even on weekends, they can't stay at home with their wives because they are already attached to that particular person. And that is why most of the things we do tell you guys that you know how to cheat, please be careful. Once you get attached to a lady, spiritually is very, very difficult to detach. Now, it's been like most of the time they are always together at locations. The wife too will not know. Maybe she'll go and do her own business. My husband is fine, he's in location. And even to the extent that people said they've been dating for the past 6 years or 7, that the wife didn't even have an ink about what was going on. She didn't have, nobody even do me but to tell her. If they had somebody that can do me like me, they would have called her to say, look, something is wrong with your marriage. Even if they had told her, maybe she wouldn't have done anything about it. Maybe. Anyway, so like the sister made us to understand that she's been going through domestic violence and she has been bottling this for a long time. It was time, now it's time for her to move on. She has decided that that marriage is over. She wants to move on. For we online in-laws that we have been asking, May Edotchie, wetin happen now? You know if you leave this man, even your child die self, see as the man they do rede on the internet, you know, it's not even showing like somebody who has just lost a son, you know, first son. And then it's now been coming out, they said the boy has been it's been confirmed that alleged that he was poisoned, you know, part of what the senior sister told us on the internet. Stella Joff, is sad. You know, when you are there, even imagine when she got to know that her husband was dating this lady and they already had a child together. This same lady will still come out and call herself lioness, that the man is the lion. The audacity that Judy Austin has, I carry yash for that babe. I don't know who do it for her. But she now ogbologbo. So, you know, so unfortunate that, but if you cannot stay in such a marriage, you know, people have said, why is May still sitting down there watching her life just going down? Because definitely you can't continue to see your husband having that kind of a relationship on the social media everywhere, gallivanting with the same lady that broke your own heart, that broke your home, and then making it look as if, you know, you have no choice. Then people were still wondering, why was she still in the relationship? Now May has taken the bold step to say, no, this is all over, I want to move on. Yes, you have tried. I've lost a child in this. I still have 3 more, and I don't want to lose these 3 children. I want to keep my head, my mental state, you know, straight. And now, why am I talking this evening? In church today, when I came in and they were talking about domestic violence, and somebody was actually talking about how his own sister was being maltreated in her husband's home, and how, you know, she was going through big domestic violence, but because of the church, she couldn't leave. And the church did not do anything about it back in Nigeria. And they were like, just like that Osinachi's own. That exactly what they were doing, saying, yeah, she has to be holier than thou. Yes, you cannot divorce your husband because of, you know, all those things. And that is what I'm saying about the thing we put so much on religion. What will church members say if I leave this marriage? What will the society say if I leave this marriage? Exactly what is happening to May Edotchie. One man, I picked that particular comment about 2-3 days ago. I was just reading comments and I saw a man writing, May Edotchie, I hear say you won't leave your husband because of say he born pikin, he marry another person. They go just dey knock you up and down. You better stay for that place. Let me rephrase that, what it means. That he heard that she has initiated the divorce, that he's now, making a mockery of her, saying, look, if you leave your home, you won't get any other man that can marry you. They will just be passing you from one man to another. Come off it, Mr. Man, and every other person of you that believes that when a particular woman leaves a particular marriage, especially a violence-based marriage, a toxic relationship, if you ever think that woman will be nobody, you have failed. That is the good news. Because, look, you cannot determine what a woman becomes in life. All because I am working out of a failed relationship does not mean I will not meet a better person than this man I have left. Does that mean, yes, I'll be, I'll be being passed around from one man to another? No. I did not choose to leave the marriage. May did not choose to leave the marriage because she was enjoying her marriage. It's not what she has ever prayed for. If not, she would have left a long time. But they are rubbing it on her face like shit. And the best thing anybody could say, go to comment section. It is the same women that we are saying that we have to fight for each other. The same set of women are saying, why would you leave now? And that is what I've always been saying about domestic violence. That is why a lot of women are dying in that relationship, because of what you and I will say to them. The hurtful comments that you're going to be making, that will make a woman stay there for a long time. Osinachi died because of you and I. Because she doesn't know what the society will say. Because of what the church will say. Because of what the parents will say. Because of what the siblings will say. A lot of people are now saying, why would you leave your man because your man has another child outside? Or it's not because he has another child outside this time around. It's because he has decided to marry that person as a second wife, and she feels she does not want that. So it's a choice to move on, especially with everything surrounding this relationship. Believe me, it is not a nice one for Yull Edotchie's own. Any reasonable person looking at them outside will know that this is not normal. Kì í ṣojú lásán. It is absolutely not normal. For you out there, that you are going through one violence or the other, I want you to know that you are not alone. Don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. Don't stay there and be putting all the blames on yourself. Believe me, there is help out there. Even in Nigeria, I heard that when you go to this women and family affairs in Lagos State or something, they do support women going through domestic violence. Over here, we have women hate, we have the refugees, the refugees, so we have a lot of them that you can always Google and speak to people. Don't keep quiet. Speak out to family and friends. Don't hide it. a lot of us women, we hide so much that we want to, even when we see our children coming, we'll clean that our crying eyes. I'm really tired. Don't keep quiet. I wish me Edotchie all the best. I wish her all the best. I pray that she finds peace at last. And for her family, please do not leave her. She needs you more than ever. Now, for you, Edotchie, you go collect too. Sincerely, this thing you're doing, for you now, it's a thing of joy. We could see this Yoruba actor that they're showing everywhere, Sway Baby or whoever he is. He talked about how he lived his life. When I'm well, when I'm good, maybe by next week, I'll be able to speak more about our Nigerian actors. Those that I've spoken with and all that, I'll talk to them. I can't do the second topic, I'm tired. Thank you very much. I love you all. I appreciate for every one of you that have come into my inbox to ask about me. Sincerely, I heart you. I love you so much. Some of you came and said, I hope you are fine. Let me even make a joke. Somebody came into my inbox and was saying, Ajoke, hope you are fine. And I said, that I'm just not feeling too well. And he said, I've told you, don't talk about all this Olori again. Leave them. Don't even, I was just smiling because me but it's just unfortunate that people will just, somebody is sick does not mean it's any attack. Do you understand? It's just when you know that you're tired yourself, you know that you're tired, So that was a very funny one. I appreciate Mama for looking after me, and most of you that you have been coming into my inbox that you are worried about me, that I have not been out. I hope to find my strength very, very soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. For Lagos, for Nigeria palliative that I wrote there, I don't know. They are releasing some money for palliative for the fuel subsidy, and they're saying they're giving about 10 million family 8,000 naira. So what we are worried about is how that money is going to get to the right people. Of course, the 8,000 naira is nothing compared to what they are facing at the moment. I heard that things are very up there. Food prices skyrocketed to amounts that you cannot even imagine. So people are really, really suffering in Nigeria now. Unfortunately, the 8,000 naira, I don't know what it can do, but at least it's an initiative that is welcome. But how do you want to get this money across to the right people? Across to the right people. Is the 8,000 naira, is it the next thing? Or is it not, are we not going to be looking at, increasing the salary, minimum wage? They should look into the minimum wage. They should look at other things that they can be doing for people in the community, by the local governments, by the state governments, and, a lot of things that they need to look into. Like here, they have a way, they do rebates on electricity for their families that are, struggling. A lot of things that they can look into. But with this 8,000 naira, we knew that time that Buhari's regime, they said he was giving 5,000 naira. My family, we still have family in Nigeria. None of them collected 5,000 naira when Buhari said he did its own. So now that it's Tinubu's own, we don't know how he intends, to distribute this money to the right people. Are they going to be using bank accounts to transfer this money to families? How do you want to identify those that really need it? It's really difficult. Are they going to look into most of these remote areas, the villages that the mamas, the old women, the old people there, they don't even have phone, because if you are transferring money to them, they have to get it from them. So that's why we don't understand how that can be done. Nigeria has a long way to go. So we feel the government owe us so much, to ensure that the money gets to the right people, and it's not some few people that will just get the money, and before we know what was going on, well, what is going on, they will have shared the money within themselves. That is typical of our country, but we hope this is not the case. We hope it gets to the right people. Thank you, everybody. I need to go. I'm still under the weather. I love you all. I appreciate. I love you. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.